We don't live the lives we want. We live the lives we believe we deserve. In part one, I talked about the belief. It is the filter in which we see our lives. Right now, I'm going to talk about the belief loop, because the belief that we have that was built over all the things that have happened in our childhood and the things that happened to us while we were developing, those stories on repeat became beliefs. Now, beliefs don't just sit there on a shelf and look pretty. Oh no. Beliefs generate thoughts that it thinks are facts. So if a circumstance happens and you have a story about it, that is based off of your belief. So then a belief creates a thought or a story. And then what happens with that thought is it creates an emotion. That emotion is the fuel for your action or your inaction. So it fuels what you do or what you don't do. And then those actions create your result. And then your result, which is directly related to the thoughts and beliefs, they're like, hey, yeah, this is evidence that the belief is true. And it goes round and round and round in what I call a belief loop. So if a woman walks into the room with the core belief that people don't take her seriously or that she doesn't have anything good to offer to the meeting, that creates a feeling of doubt about herself, and that feeling generates some actions or inactions. So instead of being confident and speaking her ideas, she's kind of quiet and timid. And because she had those actions, then maybe she's not looped in on the next meeting, and her results are saying, see, they don't want me, they don't value me. And that becomes proof that her belief was true. Except the only truth is that she didn't take herself seriously, and that's what showed up in the meeting. And so other people didn't take her seriously either. In 1948, a sociologist named Robert Merton described something he called the self-fulfilling prophecy. And basically, it's the belief loop. Merton was writing about social systems, but the mechanism runs just as deep in individuals. Your self-concept, the belief you have about yourself and who you are and what you're capable of, turns out to be one of the strongest predictors of how your life actually unfolds. Researchers Herb Marsh and Rhonda Craven tracked students over multiple years and found that those with a more positive sense of who they are consistently achieved more. The talent was comparable across all the students, but it was what they believed in themselves that determined their success. And the study works both ways. So if you believe you're incapable and you act from that belief that you are, that will produce results that will confirm it. And your brain will file it away as evidence. And what's particularly sneaky about this belief loop is that not very many people see it because they are just looking at it as fact. They assume that's just who they are, and that's just how things have always been. And that's why I say we don't live the lives we want, we live the lives we believe we deserve. If you like this content, I wrote a book about it called The Superhero Inside, which helps women find the power hidden in their own story. It's supposed to come out in September. I'm super excited about it, but follow me for updates, and I will talk to you soon.